they got that done, and then when Chuck got sick, and I was working with Jim on. Finally, we found some guys. We found a drummer for Psycho Scream, and we were tracking and getting this record that we had been working on for about 10 years. We were still working on it, because players just kept dropping out of that. But Matt showed up at the studio and he says, "Hey, we got a record deal for Pharaoh, and here's a bunch of money. Here's the songs. Sing them, okay?" So I hired one of my buddies to engineer, and we tracked all the Pharaoh songs for After the Fire, all the vocal parts, and I actually did the production on the vocal parts, and then sent them back to them, and that's how After the Fire happened. And so since Jim Dofka has been a key player in all this, he's played on every Pharaoh record we've done, and we have 3 full-length CDs. There's After the Fire, and then The Longest Night, and Be Gone was the latest one a couple of years ago, and then we have a new one coming out. Jim's been on every one of them, and I hope that continues. He's a phenomenal guitar player, and if you ever get a chance to check out Psycho Scream, definitely do.
Oh, does Psycho Scream have any material out?
Actually, I think they are continuing as Psycho Scream with a new singer. And there have been a few singers in Psycho Scream.
So I could probably just find them on the internet or something like that.
Yeah, they're better known as Dofka.
All right. How do you spell that?
Dofka.
All right, cool. And what are your music plans for both the present and the future, including Control Denied?
For the present and for the present, of course, we have a new Pharaoh record coming out. There's a I'd hate to call it an EP. I think it's 7 songs, but it's an EP, and it's kind of the kind of stuff we've explored as Pharaoh, but didn't make it onto the albums. And then some interesting interpretations of some covers of the bands that were kind of influenced by in thrash, things you don't expect to hear from Pharaoh.
You guys were on a Coroner.
Chris Kearns and I, the bass player, and I were both like Slayer fans. I love Slayer, so we did a Slayer cover.
And also, you guys have a Coroner cover, split 7-inch with Canvas Solaris.
The Coroner cover, yeah. Oh man, that was a lot of fun. We did the Coroner cover.
I think they just reunited,
a few years ago. That just came out a few months ago, and Canvas Solaris is on the other side of that. They did a killer rendition of what was the song they did? Tell me, it's sitting right in front of me. Arc Light. They did Arc Light, and we did Tunnel of Pain. But we did a melodic version of Tunnel of Pain, if you could imagine that.
Cool.
And then we did the same thing with Slayer. It was a melodic version of the Slayer song we did. I'm not going to give it away.
Because
that record's coming out pretty soon.
All right.
And then Matt Johnson, is tracking the guitar parts for the new record. We have a new full-length CD coming out. We're going to hope for a summer release too. And the cool thing is that now that Control Denied and Death are hooked up with Relapse Records, Relapse is also distributing the Pharaoh stuff, so it's like all in the family now.
Yeah, that's cool.
More
Relapse
over to relapse.com and pick it all up.
Yeah, I'm just about to pre-order the Perseverance reissue, and the new shirt that they came out with. Just what they're doing is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
You know what's really funny, Alex? And I don't know. I mentioned it to Eric when I first met him on the phone. He called me and introduced himself, and he was asking, "Do you have any cool pictures from the sessions, or anything that you can add to this for the fans?" Because they put out the 2 CD and the 3 CD set, and there's new photos, and there's outtakes and even funny stuff on, But sadly, the camera that I had with me throughout that whole trip was lost. I don't know where the camera went. And but I did mention I mentioned that I had worked my way up in the recording studio during that time, between the first demos and finishing or getting started with actually recording the record. And the first band that I produced from start to finish at that recording studio, the name of the band was Relapse. And I was wearing a T-shirt. That's one of the things I do for my friends, and I'll wear one of my friends' band's T-shirts on stage and stuff like that. And for the photo shoot for Control the Night, I was wearing a Relapse shirt. It was a black shirt in white. It said Relapse.
That's cool.
Well, Nuclear Blast didn't like that because it seemed like a reference to the record company Relapse. And they blacked it out. And I said, well, go back to the photographer and get the original photos untouched. And, you'll have... What's the word for that? Spooky.
Or I guess, or what is it? I'm not sure. But yeah, that's definitely cool. And it ended up in the booklet, right?
It didn't end up in the booklet. I don't think so. No,
yeah, because it didn't sound very familiar. I know there was the one with King Diamond, which is cool. And I guess
what did stay in the booklet, though, that's pretty cool, is in the Sound of Perseverance booklet.
Well, I don't have that yet. Well, I guess when this airs...
Why not?
Oh, wait, you mean the original Sound of Perseverance or the reissue?
The original Sound of Perseverance and the reissue.
I have to...
Chuck and
look.
I had kind of lost touch because I had moved a couple times in that period. And Chuck had lost... Well, I don't think my phone number was different, but Chuck had lost my phone number. And... So what he did to get a hold of me, he hates the internet.
Oh yeah,
he hates the internet.
I think I read that in the liner notes.
He didn't have an email account or anything. So what he wrote, in the liner notes of the Sound of Perseverance, Tim, I lost your number. Call me. So that one's immortalized now.
Cool. And I know Shannon and Scott and Bobby Cobley were in this death tribute thing up in Canada.
Yeah.
Any chance or anybody throwing any ideas of a tribute concert similar to the one in Canada, but they also include Control the Night tunes and where you might participate in that concert?
Say that again.
Would there be a similar idea to the death tribute in Canada, but they also play Control the Night songs and where you would sing on it, similar to when Shannon and Scott would play on the couple tunes that they played in Canada?
I wish we could pull that together, yeah. I'd love to be a part of it. As a matter of fact, I did a mastering job for a band over the summer with a young band called Greco from Costa Rica. And I was pretty impressed with their original material. But while I was mastering their stuff, they called me a second time and said, "Hey, we just wanted to throw it out there and ask you, I don't know what the chances are, but, we just wanted to ask you, if we were to, we're huge Control the Night fans, and if we were to learn all the songs on the Fragile Art of Existence, would you come to Costa Rica and sing a set with us?
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And I said, well, yeah, why the hell not? I'll do that. So I'll be going down there the first week of March.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Was there ever, from your memory, was there ever a video camera in the room when you were rehearsing with Control Denied? Do you ever remember anybody with any sort of cameras or video cameras with the actual album lineup with Steve and?
I'm trying to remember. I don't recall seeing a video camera in rehearsals, but after rehearsals, we would invite friends over to come over after rehearsals and sit around the bonfire and drink beer and have fun. And there may have been some video cameras buzzing around there, and then we'll have to ask Scott Clendenin, because I think there was a video camera in there at that time when he came in to record his tracks.
Do you think a sort of DVD mini featurette would be included as a bonus item on any of the Death 3 issues, or even on One Machine or Man and Machine Collide?
That's a possibility. That's stuff that Eric likes to do. So yeah, I would say there's a pretty good likelihood of that happening.
Cool.
I know he has mentioned putting together a world-class MTV type video for one of the Control Denied songs.
Oh, cool.
He has been talking about that. So,
I mean, you could even to spice things up, because I know in Tron, or in the new Tron movie, they digitally reproduced a young version of Jeff Bridges. So, but I don't know how that would fly. That might seem a little too weird, and too expensive, obviously. Disney. But
yeah. No, I think anything we would do as far as a video for a Control Denied song would be conceptual at this point. And the guys in the band wouldn't be actually in the video.
Oh, cool. Would it be for Fragile or One Machine and Man Collide?
Who knows? Maybe both.
Cool. Also, who knows? Maybe reissues of The Philosopher and Lack of Comprehension as well. That would be cool.
These are all the reasons you want to keep in touch with the Control Denied official site on Facebook, and keep in touch with Eric.
Yeah, very cool. Well,
Eric, the new Chuck.
Yeah. And for those listening, not sure where to find the old page, but there should be on the KSUN website a little back button if you go to the show page, and you can go back to the fall semester, click on Freethought Radio. You'll have the interview with Eric Greif and Richard Christie up there. I've been talking with Tim Aymar of Control Denied and Pharaoh. It's been great speaking with you. Do you have any song requests from either Death, Control Denied, or Pharaoh, keeping in mind that this show will be airing in about February? I'll probably have the Sound of Perseverance reissue by then, so if you know any tracks off of the reissue, any of the bonus material that you would want to play, you could if you want to choose that, you can. Any songs you want to play
off the Sound of Perseverance,
or off of Death, Pharaoh, or Control Denied?
Would you play Spirit Crusher for me and dedicate it to the guys in the band?
All right, for sure. This is Spirit Crusher by Death, and I'm sure I'll fit some Pharaoh and Control Denied throughout the rest of the show. Thanks for talking with me, Tim. It was a pleasure.
Very nice talking with you, man.
All right, take it easy.
Rock on.